I stopped buying bread because I've got better options, starting with nothing but flour and boiling water. Let's go! To start, pour 300 ml of water into a hot pan. Once it's boiling, add half a teaspoon of salt and switch the heat off. From here, the water does the cooking. Next comes flour, 300 grams of all-purpose, all of it straight in. Stir it right in the pan. The boiling water cooks the starch on contact, an old Chinese trick called hot water dough, and it's why no yeast is needed. It'll come together in rough, shaggy lumps, exactly what you want. Move everything to a bowl and let it cool enough to handle. While you need some history. The dough trick is Chinese, but flatbread itself is far older. Crumbs found in Jordan are 14,000 years old, older than farming. Keep going until it's smooth, soft like modeling clay. Then cover it airtight and rest it for 20 minutes. The flour finishes drinking up that water. When you come back, flip the bowl. The dough peels away clean and drops right onto the table. Now let's cut the dough into pieces. Keep them even, so they all cook at the same speed. And roll each piece into a smooth, tight ball, like this. Once they're all shaped, press each ball flat with your palm and roll it thin. Don't chase a perfect circle, rustic is the whole charm here. Now the pan. Pour in some vegetable oil and spread it over the whole surface. A thin coat is plenty. Lay the first one in, 30 to 45 seconds aside. As soon as golden spots appear, flip it. And here's the payoff, a warm stack made faster than a trip to the store. Look at that tier, soft inside with crisp fried edges, warm and chewy. I make this for soup, for kebab wraps, for anything saucy. Enjoy! The next recipe. It's the fastest bread I've ever made and honestly, shockingly good. First we start simple. 350 ml of water into a baking dish. Then in go 2 grams of dry yeast. Yep, just 2 grams. That's the secret to a slow rise and an airy crumb. Now pour in 20 ml of olive oil, followed by 450 grams of flour. And just like that, we've got the beginnings of magic. Now add 1 teaspoon of salt right on top, mix it all gently with a spatula until there's no dry flour left. The dough will look sticky and a little wild. Don't worry, it's supposed to. I'm still shocked how easy it is. I mixed the dough and my hand stayed clean. Then cover the dish with plastic wrap and send it to the fridge. Let it rest. Chill out. Develop some gluten and personality. How long? Think hours, not minutes. Overnight is best. Next day, look at that. Puffy, rested and ready to become bread. Now it's time to give it structure. With oiled hands, fold the dough inward from all sides. Just gently stretch and tuck like you're wrapping a gift. This folding trick helps build strength without kneading. Even doing it just once makes a big difference. Now dust the top with flour. Flip it onto a floured surface and let the gravity do the work. It's sticky, yes, but that's what makes the inside so light and bubbly. Sprinkle more flour over the top and divide it into 6 rustic pieces. Use a dough cutter if you have one, or just wing it. It's ciabatta, not geometry class. Then transfer each piece onto a parchment-lined tray, cover with a towel and let them rest for about 30 to 40 minutes. That gives the dough time to puff up and your oven time to get blazing hot. Set it to the highest temperature you've got, mine goes to 250 degrees Celsius, and bake for 15 minutes until golden, crispy and loud when you break one open. And here they are, fresh out of the oven and looking like you bought them from a bakery. Ready? Just listen. That crust crackles, the steam rises, and suddenly you're the kind of person who bakes their own bread. The easiest ciabatta, the loudest crunch. Let's create something that'll make your house smell like an Italian bakery. First, let's grab our trusty chopper. Start with 4 onions, straight from my magic pocket. Let's give these onions a quick makeover. Chop, chop, chop. Then, give them an ice water bath. It's like a spa day for onions that mellows out their bite. Now bring in the blender and add in 100 grams of Parmesan cubes, blending them until they are a fine, crumbly texture. Transfer this cheesy goodness to a mixing bowl, then add 250 grams of wheat flour, a pinch of salt, fresh rosemary, ground black pepper, and 350 milliliters of water. Give it all a thorough mix. Next, take those onions from their spa bath, add them to the mixture, and stir it all together with a spoon until well combined. Spread the mixture evenly on a baking sheet. For that extra crunch, finish with a light dusting of corn flour. Pop it in the oven and bake at 180 degrees Celsius for 30 minutes. The result? A golden crispy bake that fills the house with an aroma so good, your neighbors might just show up unannounced hoping for a taste. Slice it up and serve warm. It's perfect on its own or paired with your favorite dip, a treat no one can resist. This one is quick, simple and packed with cheesy goodness. To make it, we'll need a blender. Let's get it ready to go. Add 20 grams of Parmesan and 40 grams of Gouda, then blend until finely chopped. Now, time for the dry ingredient. 120 grams of tapioca starch. Not sure what it is? Well, neither am I, but it works wonders in this recipe. Next, grab an egg and crack it into the blender. Then pour in 80 milliliters of milk. This adds richness and keeps the texture light. Now 80 milliliters of vegetable oil. This will give the bread its signature soft and stretchy texture. No dry bites here. A pinch of salt to taste, and that's all we need for now. Blend everything until smooth. Let it do the work. This step ensures a perfectly even airy texture. Now take a silicone muffin mold and fill each section with the mixture. Fill them about 3/4 full. These will puff up beautifully as they bake. Then into the air fryer at 180 degrees Celsius for 15 minutes. And here they are. Light, stretchy and packed with cheesy goodness. Perfect for breakfast or a quick snack. Enjoy! Alright, next up, this one starts with a blender. Grab one onion and peel it. It's about to become something you'd never guess. Give it a rough chop and straight into the blender. Add a splash of boiling water, just enough to help it spin. Then blend until the onion turns smooth and creamy, like it's trying to impress someone. Now let's build the flavor. A tablespoon of dried dill, a teaspoon of salt, a teaspoon of chili flakes, 2 teaspoons of baking powder and a teaspoon of sugar. Blend once more until it becomes a fragrant silky paste. When everything looks nice and smooth, just pour the mixture into a bowl. And now the main dough ingredients step in. Add 100 grams of softened butter, then about 300 grams of wheat flour, and start mixing everything together. The goal is a dough that's soft, cooperative and still firm enough to hold its shape. Now give it a home. Line a tray with parchment and press the dough into a thin, even sheet, around 5 mm thick. Thin enough to crisp, thick enough to stay interesting. Next comes the shaping. Use a wavy knife if you've got one, but any knife works, and cut them into rough cut crackers that look like a bakery's weekend-only special. Now give them a little attention. Poke each piece with a fork so they stay flat and crisp. Then slide the tray into the oven. Bake them at 180 degrees Celsius or 350 Fahrenheit for roughly 20 minutes. That's usually perfect. And the crackers come out crisp and golden, with the onion baked right in. They are great with a bowl of soup too, though half the batch never makes it that far. Yeah, better than any cracker from a box. Enjoy! Don't miss what's next. Hit subscribe and turn on the bell. Thanks for watching. See you next time.